Hey everybody, it is cylinder installation day, so we're finishing the assembly here. If you watch my first video, we done the ring end gap. That's where those numbers are from. Check them, everything was consistent. This good old Interstate McB. See if you can see that emblem. I can't see what you can see, but anyway. So I've used their parts in the past, and they're, for aftermarket, they're pretty quality. So anyway, if you remember, we stuck this together without the rods in it because we had to clean the rods. So what we're doing now is taking the clean rods that we got soaking in oil. You don't have to soak it in oil, but that's what I did. Actually, what my buddy did. We slid these out. We're going to pop this retainer out, slide the wrist pin to the side, slide the lubricated rod in place, push the wrist pin back in, put the keeper back in, slide it down the piston like these. See how I done that? And then we'll give the block one more good wipe down and start assembling. So something I failed to show was the block had been cut to counterbore. And what that's for is when your block is untrue, that's a way to true it back up for under where the liner sits, because Caterpillar has a reputation for blowing head gaskets. So that's what these are. It's been trued up. This was prior to our repair, but I cleaned everything up and I checked. I took and mic'd that, matched up, made sure all these matched. If you'll notice here, 63, 63, 63. So them are probably 65,000 shims. 107, 107, 107. I don't know what happened there, but they went deeper with them for some reason. And that happens. Sometimes it chatters. Just like that. You can still see this or not. You always want to make sure that the seat's good, them clips. You do not want that wrist pin walking out. See the white grease. So they don't sponsor me or nothing, but I like to use Lubriplate. That's just the kind of lube that I always used. I've had good success with it. That's what I use. Okay, these are marked oil. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's marked oil. That goes on the bottom toward the oil pan. The orange is in the center. The purple goes toward the coolant. It's marked also. I don't know where we're at here, but then you got your filler band. You put it on there. You don't want to put oil on these. You want to use some type of soap lubricant, so not to promote swelling of these. However, you do want to put oil on this because this filler band will swell and help hold the piston or the cylinder in place. So we'll get ready to stick it in here. So we removed the piston cooling jets from the bottom, so not to interfere with this when we put it in. So good old Interstate McB. Put the bearing. The rod bearings don't have an upper and lower on these, on this particular model. The mains do, but the rods don't. So we'll put a little oil on this filler band because we want it to swell, but we don't want the other things to swell. So the hand soap. We're just using it as a lubricant to slide the O-rings in. I'm pretty weak anymore. This might be funny to watch. way. That's the first one. Yep. Now I'll take a head bolt, push her down in, and I'll get underneath there and torque everything and come back for another. I can just wiggle and gently pull it in. Voila. All right, so you seen how we dropped them in. And the Caterpillar ones come with a yellow plastic cap on top, and it holds like a suction in there so that the rod don't drop down and ding up your crank. But if you're real careful, you can do it this way. So you drop it in, you pull the rod down with the bearing in. On this particular model, and you want to always look to your manufacturer specs, this particular model, the tangs go away from the cam, and with the old 4MGs, I always remember there was a lip on the front of the rod. You can't hardly see it on this one. Let me see if I can see it on another one to show you. Maybe this one. See the lip up here on the front, and the back ain't got that. So that's what I go by. You can see better there maybe. See the lip on the front, and on the back is smooth. But the main thing is the tangs. They said to put it opposite of the crank, or the cam. There's the cam. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna drop my rod studs through and put the cap up and torque it. So let's get started. All right, so we're torquing. Oh, sun's bright. There it is. Check your end play. We're good. Satisfied.